Greek mythology is full of incredible deities and creatures, but the origins of some of these beings are more than amazing and even bizarre. Today, we will see a list of the most outlandish origin stories from Greek mythology. 1. Athena. Did you know that the splendid goddess Athena was born from Zeus's head? Yes, one day the god was prophetically warned that one of his future sons with the goddess Medusa would be so powerful that he would surpass his father and overthrow him. To avoid this prophecy, Zeus swallowed his wife. But days later, he began to suffer from terrible headaches. Hephaestus opened Zeus's head with an axe to relieve the pressure. In the crack appeared the goddess Athena, already with weapons and armor. Despite her strange origin, she became one of the most important deities in Greek mythology and Zeus's favorite daughter. 2. Minotaur. The Minotaur is the creature half man, half bull, the result of one of the most bizarre unions in Greek mythology. Minos, the king of Crete, had been given a beautiful bull to sacrifice in honor of the god Poseidon, but he preferred to sacrifice another bull and keep the magnificent animal for himself. Furious at such an affront, Poseidon made Pasiphae, Minos' wife, fall in love with the bull. To consummate the bestial union with the animal, she asked the inventor Daedalus, who created a cow-shaped structure where the queen would hide to materialize the nefarious union. After some time, the bizarre creature, half man and half bull, was born. Due to its violent and uncontrollable nature, the beast was imprisoned in a labyrinth where it was fed with the flesh of sacrificed young men. 3. Aphrodite. Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty and love, is one of the most enchanting deities in Greek mythology, but she was born out of a strange story. Uranus, the sky god, ruled the universe with an iron hand and had imprisoned his children, known as Titans, in Tartarus. With Gaia's help, the Titan Cronus castrated his father with a divine sickle. Uranus's organ was thrown into the ocean, and the sky was dyed red by the god's blood. From the foam generated by Uranus's organ, Aphrodite emerged from the waters, hovering on a shell. She was the most beautiful deity that had ever existed. 4. Centaur. Have you ever heard the story of the man who had relations with a cloud? Yes, only in Greek mythology can we find these marvels. Ixion was a human king who had been invited to a banquet on Olympus, where he fell in love with Hera's beauty, wife of Zeus, and made coarse proposals to her. Zeus was in a good mood and created a cloud resembling the goddess Hera. The man did not hesitate and grabbed the cloud. From this ridiculous union, centaurs, beings half man and half horse, were born. Ixion, like any man, boasted to his friends that he had relations with the goddess Hera. Zeus did not accept being called a cuckold, and Ixion received one of the worst punishments in Greek mythology. 5. Dionysus. Dionysus, the god of wine and ecstasy, also had a very strange origin. His mother was Semele, lover of Zeus, who appeared in disguise before her. But the goddess Hera wanted to take revenge on her husband's mistress and convinced her to ask Zeus to appear in all his splendor. To fulfill a promise made to his mistress, he revealed himself as he really was. His intense brilliance burned the poor young woman, who became a pile of ashes. Among the ashes, Zeus found the son that Semele had in her womb. He was not yet fully formed, so Zeus opened a slit in his thigh and placed the baby inside. Thus, Zeus concluded the gestation of yet another Olympian god. 6. Medusa's offspring. When Perseus raided the lair of the Gorgon Medusa, he did not know one important piece of information. The monster was pregnant by Poseidon, who had raped her in the temple of Athena. She was a beautiful young woman. After being cursed by Athena and transformed into the hideous Gorgon, her pregnancy was suspended. After Perseus separated Medusa's head from her body, the spilled blood gave birth to 2 creatures. One was the beautiful winged horse Pegasus. The other was Chrysaor, the giant with the golden sword. 7. Perseus. Perseus is famous for having put an end to the terrible Gorgon Medusa, but his conception was quite odd. Princess Danae had been imprisoned by her father in a tower. King Acrisius feared a prophecy that Danae's son would be responsible for his death. Imprisoned, the princess asked the gods to help her. Her prayers caught the attention of Zeus, who was captivated by the princess's beauty. The princess was under the cell's skylight when Zeus caused a golden rain to fall on her, making her pregnant. Apparently, Perseus is the fruit of a golden shower. 8. Leda. Helen of Troy was so beautiful that two great peoples warred over her, but the origin of this beautiful princess was unusual. Leda, Helen's future mother, was on the banks of a lake when she saw a beautiful swan. She was enraptured by the beauty of the graceful animal, but she didn't know that it was Zeus in disguise. The swan-shaped god united with the beautiful young woman, and soon after, Leda brought 2 eggs into the world. From these eggs were born Helen, Clytemnestra, and the brothers Castor and Pollux. 9. Olympian gods. Like many things in Greek mythology, the origin of the Olympian gods was also strange. Cronus was afraid of being dethroned by his children, just as had happened to the god Uranus, so he consecutively devoured his children when they were born. But Rhea, the Titan's wife, managed to protect one of her children by offering Cronus a stone instead of the baby. This baby was raised in hiding and became known as Zeus. As an adult, he offered a potion to the Titan, saying it was a delicacy. The Titan felt quite ill when he consumed the drink offered by Zeus and vomited all the children he had devoured: Hades, Poseidon, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia. These gods, besmirched by Cronus's Last Supper, emerged to dominate the universe.